So I had to pray on this one. And when you see the answer I got back, I don't think there's going to be any doubt that I'm doing what I'm supposed to. You see, there's a gentleman on the YT platform who has been warning about the coming June 11th for a long time. And he has come up with a lot of predictive programming and numbers to show that something drastic might be coming on June 11th. And it all has to do with the state of Washington. And as you can see here, his proposal or prediction is that there is going to be massive flooding, and it is going to leave the state of Washington looking like Elvis. And what you can see here is it's in the shape of Elvis. And I believe what he is saying is that literally only the shape of Elvis is going to be left, and the rest is going to be massively flooded, especially around Seattle. So here's his account on the YT, and I didn't even notice that I captured this at 11:11 until right now. But I'm not a fearmonger guy, but I want to show you his stuff and let you know what he talks about, just in case you want to hear for yourself. And here he is.
All right.
Now let me first start out by saying he is the only other person that creates content that I have ever seen that draws a comparison of you-know-who with you-know-who, kind of like I do. Only he doesn't think they're the same person. He draws the connection that one is a false representation of Jesus, and I believe the other is a false representation of the Antichrist. But he doesn't draw the comparison that I do, that just says that they're both the same, and one faked his death and became the other. I've proven that a lot with facial markings, especially around here, and I'll show you later. But here's what I want to show you about me praying on it. First, I just happened to wake up this morning and check the weather in that area. And what I found is that there are two tropical storms converging with each other, heading up, it looks like, to that area. But not only that, there's a third system heading that way as well. And I literally just finished a video about how these guys are feuding about the big, beautiful bill. And the big, beautiful bill can mean something else as well. BBB can looks like 666, and how they love their numbers, him being the 45th president, which is 9, and the 47th, which is 11, and Revelation 9:11 just happens to talk about Abaddon, and they all love their 666, and how liberty is actually Lucifer, and liberty is actually Lucifer, and how Lucifer is actually but don't take it from me, take it from Elvis's brother himself. Listen what he has to say.
How do I answer that question? Personally, the Elvis I knew would like Donald Trump's action. But I think, people say, in America, if you like Donald Trump, you're an atheist. You're Satan. I personally...
Again, let me just put this in plain English. The Statue of Liberty is actually Lucifer. Down to the chain, down to in the Big Apple, there's literally an apple in the statue of Lucifer. Down to the looks, down to the original face being Elvis, because Elvis is Lucifer. I mean, you can see it in their hair. You can see it in their symmetry, even down to their little facial marking. I mean, it's a perfect match. They just sucked out a little bit of thickness out of those lips. But most importantly, you can see it in their facial markings. And I'm going to show you another one after this. Right here. Look at those two. How are those two any different than those two? They're exact, right above his lip. Right above his lip. Now getting back to me praying on it, and something very large coming on 6/11, and we know how they like their 9/11, their 9/11, Revelation 9/11, kind of like how Elvis's brother had a revelation And Garo's account is all about 611, which is just 9 flipped upside down, and about Washington State. And he draws, like I said, the connections that I do of these two and these two. So here's what happened when I prayed. I literally went outside after I prayed to let my dogs out, and this was a cloud right in front of me. Maybe you don't see it, but I saw it pretty clear as day, even down to the hair in that strong jawline. So like I said, I'm not a fear guy, but I felt compelled to post about this. And if you're in any of this area on June 11th, I'd have a high ground plan, if you understand what I'm saying. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I'm sure he's only put in literally multiple years of nonstop research to help people see this for entertainment purposes, just like I'm an entertainment account. And I definitely don't think that he is the same person as him. No, that's just fabrication for entertainment only, people.